There are so many great movies in life, ladies and gentlemen, that we often miss what the best ones really are. And we don't really hear about them until word of mouth. So today is what could be the first episode in an ongoing series that I do here on the Rest Man's Reality. It just depends on you guys' reaction out here in the audience. But today I'm going to talk about some of the most underrated movies of all time and why I recommend them. Right here on the Raz Man's Reality. The first movie on the list is Eagle Eye, starring Shia LaBeouf, or as I like to call him, the twin of my cousin Chris. Had to give him a shout out because I know he's going to be watching this. They look almost identical. It's crazy. But yeah, Shia LaBeouf, Michelle Monaghan, and Billy Bob Thornton. Now, this movie, for some reason, didn't last very long in the theater, so I'm going to go ahead and put it down now. This movie, for some reason, didn't last very long in the theaters, and I can't really figure out why, because it's an absolutely tremendous psychological thriller. If you like the kind of movie that keeps you guessing, you'll love Eagle Eye. I don't want to give away the plot of the movie, but what I will say is it will keep you guessing all the way through. And the only thing that you need to know about it to be able to follow it is there's a guy in the movie played by Shia LaBeouf who has a twin brother, and his twin brother is involved in something, and he gets himself involved in it through a case of mistaken identity and soon discovers that he is being watched. That is all I can say about the movie without giving it away. Oh, real quickly, Michelle Monaghan's character, she gets involved with these same people because her son, not her daughter, her son, is being watched by these people, and she's threatened by him to keep her son safe. So, Eagle Eye, a tremendous movie. If you like thinking movies and you like psychological thrillers, you need to check this one out. Next up on the obscure list, or movies that not a lot of people know about or give credit to, is Dana Carvey in The Master of Disguise. You guys might remember the commercial from this one a couple of years ago that went, "I'm going to be a master of disguise. I'm going to be a master of disguise. I'm going to be a master of disguise." Or the one that went, "Turtle, turtle, turtle." Now, granted, The Master of Disguise is not the deep psychological thriller that Eagle Eye is, and it's probably one of the stupidest movies that's ever been made. But that is what makes it such a genius film. The stupidity of it. If you want to just sit back and laugh for 2 hours and wonder how in the world they got this movie greenlit because the plot makes no sense, if you love those kind of movies that make you scratch your head and think, my gosh, how did this movie ever get made? Then you need to check out The Master of Disguise. Dana Carvey at his absolute best, a number of impressions in the movie, just great, great stuff. Next up on the recommendation list is a movie that a lot of people skip over because it's a movie geared toward kids, and that is Walt Disney Pictures' Holes. I'm trying to figure out if I'm holding it straight. I guess I am. The back of the case, which I'll show you why it's confusing here. The back of the case, they are facing a different direction. To get it straight, I would have to do this. So that's why I was a bit confused. But yeah, Holes, great, great stuff. It's of course based on the book of the same name. And what makes Holes so ingenious is that It's a feel-good movie. It's an old-fashioned feel-good movie, but it's still not predictable. You're still guessing throughout the whole thing if you hadn't read the book. And also, if you haven't read the book, it's kind of hard to follow. So it really is an adult film disguised with a kid undertone. If you like mysteries and you like feel-good endings, you're going to love, love, love Holes. And finally, we have a movie entitled The Holiday, which has Cameron Diaz, Jude Law, Jack Black, and Kate Winslet. Now, I know Zarin Isaac and a few others out there are rolling their eyes because The Holiday is a romantic comedy. And romantic comedies don't get a lot of respect. But what makes The Holiday work as a film so well is that it has a meaning. It teaches you a lesson. I like movies that make you think. Then when you go out of them, you think, wow, I never thought of things that way. And that's what The Holiday does. This movie starts out with two women, Diaz and Winslet, who are struggling in their current lives, so they swap places and swap hometowns and basically lives. They've given up on men, and then they meet Jack Black and Jude Law. And subsequent things happen. But in the end, it goes to show you that you shouldn't give up on life because of a couple bad experiences. So it's a great, great story, hilarious. And it's not just Jack Black that's hilarious in this movie. Jack Black's character in The Holiday is actually, other than King Kong, the most serious role I've ever seen him play, which you wouldn't think from a romantic comedy. So yeah, The Holiday, great, great stuff in my humble opinion. If you check out any of these for the first time after seeing this, let me know what you thought of them. And also, let me know if you like this obscure movie series idea and want me to continue it. For those of you that are asking, yes, the Batman retrospective videos are coming, but that's going to be a very, very complicated series to do if it's going to be done right. So that's why you haven't seen it yet. With that, this of course is reality according to the Razman and Razman style. It's not just a catchphrase, but a way